Mike from Gold Prospector School. Wanted to give you a little update on the Arizona gold claim. Unfortunately, it turned out to be a fraudulent transaction. When I was working with the person who was selling the claim, his name is Michael Alfano, he told me, I asked specifically how accessible the claim was, and he told me you could get to it with a Toyota Corolla. It's so accessible. Well, it turns out in the real world, it's an off-highway vehicle park that only dune buggies and 4x4s get through. It's so rutted. We tried to get to it with one wheel on the center between the two, like foot-deep ruts, and one wheel on the side of the road with branches scratching the side of the car, and we couldn't get there. We hit soft patches of sand that if we hadn't gone really fast through them, we would have gotten stuck. There was no way to get to this claim. And so I emailed him because that's the way we were communicating from the claim. And he said, I am so sorry. I'll fix this. I will call you tomorrow. And we stayed in hotel rooms for 2 more days and never got a phone call. He had been telling me for weeks that he was sending me a package with the hard copies of the signed lease in it. I would have a lanyard and all of the maps and, some of the data about the claim. I never received it. Now he's saying that it got returned twice. I've lived in the same house for 28 years. My address has never changed. It did not get returned. And if it did, it was his fault for writing the wrong address or putting the wrong postage on it. When we got back, spending hundreds of dollars on hotel rooms and gas and equipment, I emailed him at least 5 or 6 times without getting any response. Waited and waited and waited, finally filed a fraud claim with the credit card company, and they returned the money to me, and then suddenly they took it back again. So we contacted them and said that he fought it and got the money back. So he responds to the credit card company, but he doesn't respond to us. So finally, after weeks and weeks and weeks of going through this, he emailed me and said he never got any of my previous emails. Doesn't make any sense, but okay. And he said to call him. I wasn't about to call him because I need everything he says in writing because he misrepresents what he said in the past. And so I emailed him, never got a response. So I texted him, didn't get a response for several days. And then I started getting texts from him, really rude text. He called me a jackdoodle or something in one of these texts, just demanding my money back. That's all I want. I don't want anything else. I just want my money back. So now we're to the point that we're reporting his website. We're sending him legal notices. We're going to report his Facebook page. His website doesn't even work at the moment, so we can't report that. We've reported him to Craigslist. And I'm going to put his information here too so that none of you end up being part of this fraud anyhow. The good news is, after going through this, we became members of the Gold Prospectors Association of America, which has hundreds of claims. The negative it is, all the other 10,000 GPAA members have access to these claims as well, where the other claim would have been mine alone. So I've been going out to some of those and still fighting to get my money back. We're going to appeal the decision of the credit card company. They didn't ask us for any proof. So we're going to send them that proof and fight it that way and get our money back. One way or the other, we're going to get our money back. All right, sorry to report back the bad news, but I wanted to make sure that none of you get taken by this scam lease claim person like we did.